hunting,
fishing,
cooking,
camping,
conservation,
travel,
gardening,
photography, family.
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 This is the Outdoor Ruhls podcast. Hi, everybody. This is Mike. Welcome to the podcast. You are hearing this the day after Memorial Day 2025. Of course, at Outdoor Ruhls, we recognize and honor those Americans who made the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. Memorial Day is also kind of the unofficial start to the summer and always puts us in mind of family activities, particularly with kids. And so what we're going to do on today's episode is we're going to hear from a bunch of our favorite kids. We've been collecting segments over the last, 6 months or so, little bits and pieces here and there with some of our favorite people. And so we're going to do this episode today in a couple of chapters. Chapter 1, we're going to hear from Poppy and Robert, talking about one of Robert's favorite things to do, and then we'll also have a chapter with CJ, another one with Kaley. We'll come back at the end and hear the conclusion to the frogging part of the podcast. So stick with us, and we'll work our way through some fun recordings we've made with some of our favorite kids. Thanks for listening. Here we go. Who's here?
Robert
and Poppy.
All right, Robert and Poppy. Robert, this one's about you. What are we going to talk about today?
Frogging.
Frogging? Is that like one of your favorite things to do?
Yes.
Okay. So tell us what your plan is for tomorrow.
Well, I'm getting school off.
Oh, you're taking off of school?
Yeah.
You're playing hooky?
Yeah.
To go frogging?
Yeah.
Cool. And who are you going to take frogging with you?
Poppy and you.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to get to go. I got to go to work.
Oh.
It's just going to be you and Poppy.
Oh.
Poppy, are you excited to go frogging?
Oh, yeah. Find out what this is all about.
Now, Poppy has caught frogs before, but I don't think that Poppy has ever gone frogging. So, Robert, you got to teach him how to do it.
Okay.
So, tell us all the things you need to take for frogging.
Well, you need a fishing rod.
Okay.
And if you have one, you should take a spear if you have one.
Okay.
And
What do you put the frogs in?
a net.
Oh, yeah.
Cooler.
You need a net, right?
And a cooler.
Why do you need the net?
Because they're so jumpy. When they bite the fishing rod, you have to lift them up, and they might get off, and then you have to get them with the net.
Right. So tell Poppy, how do you catch a frog? What are you going to do when you see a frog?
Well, you get the fishing rod, and you dangle it in front of the frog.
Do you know what kind of lure do you use for the frog?
You use, I don't know what lure you use.
Do you remember what we used last year?
No.
I think the thing we had really good luck with was a black rooster tail spinner. So it had a shiny silver blade on it, right?
Yeah.
That flashed,
Yeah.
and it had some black hair on the tail.
Mm-hmm.
And those frogs just couldn't resist it, could they?
No.
No. Okay, so you see a frog and you dangle the fishing lure in front of it. Then what happens?
They bite the fishing lure, and you try to lift them into the cooler, but they might get away, so you have to catch them with the net.
Do you like it when they get away?
Kind of.
Yeah, because you get to chase them with the net.
Yeah.
All right, Poppy, you got any questions about this so far?
Yeah, what's Poppy going to do? Am I going to have the fishing rod or am I going to have the net?
I think you might spot the frogs.
Oh,
Well,
you're
I'm
a frog spotter?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good job for Poppy, isn't it? Okay.
So do we walk along the edge of the water
Yeah.
and look for the frogs before we try to catch them?
Well, when we find a frog, we dangle the fishing rod in front of it.
But we have to see it first.
Yeah.
We hope to see it before it jumps in the water.
Yeah.
Kind of got to sneak up on them a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't use a frog gig or a frog spear like you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
We just use the fishing rod.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, why do you want to catch frogs, Robert?
To eat them?
To eat them?
Yeah.
What do you like to do with them?
We fry them.
You fry them up?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've got your own special frog recipe, don't you?
Yeah.
It's going to be delicious, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to have some fresh frog legs.
I'm not sharing.
You're not sharing?
No.
Do you fry the whole frog?
No. You only fry the legs.
Oh, just the legs.
Oh, yeah. So after we get them home, then we got to clean them, which means getting the legs off of them and skinning them, right?
Yeah.
And then we have a special recipe where we put them in some stuff and let them soak overnight, right? And then we can fry them the next day.
Yeah.
Yep. Is there anything else you think Poppy needs to know about going frogging before we do it?
Well, I don't know.
Is there any special clothing or anything you should wear for frogging?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Are you going to walk around in the pond?
No.
No, we usually just stay in the...
That'll just steal all the frogs.
Oh,
we
that
see.
would scare all the frogs away. Do you know what kind of frogs are we catching?
Bullfrogs?
Bullfrogs. And how big are they?
They get to be like this big.
So what's that about the size of?
It's about the size of like maybe a hat or something.
Maybe a hat. Oh, yeah, that's
or
not...
Or a small pot like that one.
Yeah. Maybe like the size of a softball?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about frogging?
Catching them.
Yeah. Why is that your favorite part?
Because you get to find them and chase them if they get away.
Do you remember what we did the first time we went frogging?
No.
We didn't even take a fishing rod, remember? We just chased them around with nets.
Did that work?
No, and it didn't work too good. We finally caught one. But it worked a lot better when we got fishing rods, right?
Yeah.
And then we did spear one time. Do you remember our friend that we speared that had the frog gigs?
Yeah.
Who's he?
James.
Yeah. We got to practice frogging because James moved to New Orleans. And they got lots of frogs there. We got to go visit and get some frogs with him, right?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
When are we going to go?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You should call James up and ask him when we can come and visit. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, Poppy, you got any more frogging questions?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I'm supposed to spot the frogs.
Yeah.
And then am I taking the fishing rod and catching them?
I think I want to do that.
Oh, you think you want to do that? Okay, then what? You're going to lift them out?
Yeah, but if they get away, I'm going to just run and grab the net.
So I'm just going to stand there after I spot them.
Well, yeah. But if they get away, we could bring 2 nets and you have 1 and I have 1.
Oh, that's a good idea. Double nets.
Yeah.
So once you dangle the lure in front of the frog.
Yeah.
And then what does the frog do?
He jumps up and bites.
Does he jump up and bite it, or does he stick his tongue out and grab it, or what?
I think he might stick his tongue out and grab it. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. And then he's going to get the hook in his mouth.
Yeah.
So then you're going to lift the frog up.
Yeah.
And take it back away from the water?
Well, we usually put it in a cooler so it can't get away.
Oh, so the frog's hanging on the fishing line, and you drop the fishing line down into the cooler.
Well, that's not what we usually do, but...
Oh, you usually do?
They usually get away.
Oh.
There's usually some frog chasing.
Well, what I want to know is we have this. You have your
chasing.
cooler, and then we're going to drop the frog down in the cooler, but there might already be frogs in the cooler.
Yeah, so
And then they hop out?
No, you have to be quick and drop it in before they...
But he has a hook in his mouth.
Yeah,
But-
we usually...
But if you where are you going to take the hook out of the frog's mouth?
So we put him in the net, and then I grab his legs, and Dad gets the liver out of his...
So we're going to drop the frog into the net while it's on the end of the fishing rod.
Yeah, well, I have the legs, so I'm holding the frog legs, and
I'll have to take the hook out.
Yeah.
What if I'm afraid of the frog?
It won't even... It won't bite you.
Oh, well, how about if I hold the legs and you take the hook out?
No.
No. Oh,
I am not taking a hook out of a frog's
okay,
mouth.
so I took the hook out of the frog, and you're holding the net and the frog. Then what?
We put them in the cooler.
You're going to put the frog in the cooler, but there
Yeah.
might already be frogs in the cooler.
Yeah, so you have to
And-
be ready, and then I put the frog in right away, and then you have to shut it.
Oh, before another one hops out.
Yeah.
And what happens if one hops out?
It might
Then you'll
get
already-
away.
Then what?
It might get away.
Oh, well, then you have the net. You'll get him with the net again.
I don't know.
I thought the fun part's catching the frogs in the net.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll want to let one out once in a while so we can chase it.
I don't know.
You guys. Okay, last question. How many frogs do you think you're going to get tomorrow?
10 at least?
10 at least?
Yeah.
Holy moly. Poppy, how many frogs do you think you're going to get?
Well, I'm thinking about having 10 frogs in the cooler. I'm thinking about having 9 frogs in the cooler and wanting to put the 10th one in. We're going to have a lot of frogs to catch again. That's going to be the fun part. So
you're saying
I
we
think-
catch a bunch of frogs and then dump them out?
no, we're not going to dump them out. But if we already have 9 frogs in the cooler, some of them are going to be on top of other ones. And when we open the lid to put the 10th one in, maybe 2 will jump out at one time, maybe 3. What'll happen then?
We have to chase after them with the nets?
Well, I don't know. I've never gone frogging before, but I'm going to guess that if we would get 10, we'd be really lucky. So I'm going to guess 7.
I think you'll get 6.
Yeah, at least.
At least 6.
At least.
Okay. Well, we're going to come back tomorrow after you're done frogging and talk about how it went. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you.
All right. That was chapter 1, pre-frogging with Robert and Poppy. So stick around till the end of the episode to hear how it went. Now we'll move on to chapter 2. This is a recording that Mark and CJ made. I think particularly relevant to some summertime activities that are coming up. Take it away, Mark and CJ.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm excited to sit down here today and have a little bit of musings with CJ and discuss her outdoor experiences and the things she loves about being outside.
Hello.
So, CJ, how old are you?
I am 8.
And what grade are you in?
3rd.
And how's that going?
That's going pretty good.
Yeah, you like your school?
Yes, I love Crable Mennonite.
Okay, and what's your favorite topic in school?
My favorite topic in school, probably science.
Science?
Science and social studies.
Oh, interesting. Gonna be a scientist like Uncle Mike and Aunt Caitlin?
Probably.
There you go. And Cousin Hunter, too. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what are your earliest memories of being outside? Hunting or fishing or hiking or camping?
One of my earliest memories is going out with you, and we were sitting in a tree stand, and this little button book comes out. And I tell Dad to shoot the little button book. He's like, no. And we walked out crying that day.
You cried.
Yeah.
I didn't cry.
Yeah,
You cried.
I cried.
Because you wanted me to. But we don't shoot
Yeah.
button bucks, right?
Yeah.
Because that's our bucks of the future.
Yep.
Potentially. So, in those early years, is that when you decided that you thought you wanted to give hunting a try?
Yeah, I think so.
And what else do you like to do in the outdoors other than go hunting?
I like to make campfires with my grandpa, and I love to pretend that we're like in alone
Oh, yeah.
because I like to build little shelters out of sticks and leaves, and I like to climb trees, creek stomp.
Look for little creatures in the creeks like crayfish and bugs.
Yep.
Yeah, minnows, catch minnows.
Mm-hmm.
What about
Ice fishing.
you love ice fishing? Yeah,
And just fishing in general.
yeah. Do you have a favorite fish to catch?
I don't know. Rainbow trout, maybe?
Rainbow trout. What about if it was saltwater species? Would you like croakers or flounder? I know you like catching croakers.
I like croakers because they croak. Flounder I like to eat, and so I also like to eat sheep's head.
Sheep's head. Have you caught a sheep's head yet?
No.
No. Maybe this season. Maybe this summer.
Maybe this season.
We'll have to see. We're going to the beach in July, so
Yep.
that'll be your opportunity. But when you're not hunting or fishing, is there anything you like to do outside? Do you plant gardens?
Yes, I do plant gardens. I love to plant gardens.
Yeah.
I help tend with it with my grandma,
Yeah.
and my mom will also help us.
Yeah. Your grandmother's a very good gardener.
Yes, she has a green thumb.
Yeah, she does. So what do you have? What are you excited for in your garden this year? We're in March now.
I'm excited to plant some new things.
Okay, what new things?
I'm thinking of planting cucumbers, tomatoes, turnips, radishes, lettuce.
Carrots?
Yes, carrots.
Okay. Are you going to do any of your flowers again this year?
Yes, I will be doing flowers again.
And what are your favorite flowers to plant and cut?
I like a lot of different flowers.
Yeah.
I like the dahlias I grew last year.
Yeah.
They were fun. Yeah, I like growing flowers. Basically, just flowers in general.
All types.
Yeah.
You like going around the flower beds at the house and finding pretty flowers and making arrangements, right?
Yeah.
And then you sell your arrangements, right?
Yes.
What else do we do here at our house that we like to do with live animals? But maybe not the type of pets people think of.
Oh, we used to have bees.
Yeah. Beekeeping.
Yeah.
We're not the best at it, are we?
We're not the best at it.
But we enjoy it.
We enjoy it.
Yeah, and we're gonna put our hive boxes out and see if we can't help a wild hive again this year.
Yep.
We made really good honey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and you're looking at maybe getting a goat to show goats in the fall, right?
And soon I'm going to have a bearded dragon.
Oh, yes. You earned yourself, through good grades, a bearded dragon.
Yay.
But that's not really an outside pet.
Not really.
No.
But still, it's a pet.
So what do you, this summer, what are you looking forward to trying to do? What do you think you want to put on your summer of 2025 agenda?
I don't know.
No?
I'm doing 4-H.
You're doing 4-H. But is there anything you want to do in the outdoors? You want to go camping, or do you want to try?
So we're doing camping like the Outdoor Boys.
Oh, you want to
I
go
think,
camping, like
yeah.
a little bit of bushcraft, maybe?
Yeah.
Start a fire with a furring rod?
Yeah.
You like the Outdoor Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've become quite popular.
They're fun.
Yeah. And many days at the pool
Yes.
and jumping on a trampoline.
Yes. Many days at the pool.
Are there any those vegetables are the vegetables that you normally plant? Is there anything new you're going to plant this year?
I really all I plant is tomatoes.
Oh.
But I'm planting a lot of new stuff that I usually just help with my grandma.
Your grandma's mainly taking care of them. Yeah.
So, I have mainly planted tomatoes. And one time me and my grandma tried carrots that said that they were supposed to get like 10 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty big. But they got like 1 inch.
They didn't make the cut.
They were tiny.
Think of what was the cause of that, do you know? Any speculation?
I don't know. Probably we may have done something wrong, and that was our first year growing carrots, I think.
Soil too hard, maybe?
Maybe.
So what are you looking forward to in the fall as far as hunting goes?
I don't know.
You gonna archery hunt again?
Yeah, probably.
You want to maybe try hunting with a rifle?
I want to try.
Yeah. First we gotta get shooting, right?
Yeah.
Step up into something a little bigger than your Red Ryder BB gun. Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Well, I think that's all you have for today then, huh?
Probably.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Thanks, Mark and CJ. I hope the garden goes well this summer, and I hope those bees produce lots of honey. In Chapter 3, I got a chance to sit down with Kaley when I was home, 2 months ago, and we just had a little bit of a conversation about the things that she's into and how it all connects. So here we go. We're going to talk to Kaley. Hi, Kaley.
Hi.
How are you today?
Good.
Are you having a good day?
Yep.
Earlier today, we went, a bunch of us went and watched your soccer game. How'd that turn out?
We won, and I scored.
Yeah, you scored the game winner.
Yep.
It ended 2-1.
Yep.
You scored the second goal for your team.
Yep.
You're a pretty talented soccer player.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. It was fun to watch you play. I know I've seen some other games of yours, but I haven't seen one for quite a while. It's definitely a different level of play now than the last time I saw.
Yep.
So that was a lot of fun. Kaley, I wanted to talk really quick today just about something that is really near and dear to my heart, and that's FFA. You're in FFA, right?
Yep.
What can you tell me about the organization, about FFA?
I don't know what to say.
Well, I mean, where do you do it?
At school.
Right. So it's a school program.
Yep.
And FFA at one time, the name of the organization, what did it used to stand for?
Future Farmers of America.
Right. And now it's just
FFA.
right. But the education, FFA is focused on agriculture, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you do in FFA?
You do a lot of community service and fundraisers.
And you take some classes that are like related,
mm-hmm.
right? What are those classes?
Agricultural science.
And so you're a junior?
Sophomore.
You're a sophomore in high
mm-hmm.
school. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm giving you credit for a year you don't have yet. You just turned 16. You seem so grown up.
Yeah.
Watch you like drive over here and with your dad in his truck and you're behind the wheel. Yeah, it's amazing. What kind of things do you do in your ag classes?
Like this year or last year too?
Well, yeah, all of it.
Last year I mainly focused on plants and learning the parts of the plants and stuff like that. This year it's been less of like, I don't know. Right now we're doing welding. But
right.
then like we learned about like biotechnology and forget.
So there's some elements of it that are in the classroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're talking about learning plant science and doing classroom-based stuff. And then there's parts of it that are shop-based
mm-hmm.
or practical-based.
Yeah.
So
Last year we did a woodshop project too.
So last year, like you did wood shop, that was an element of it. Did you do any animal stuff yet?
Not really. This year we started butchering chickens this year. So we learned about the parts of the different kinds of chickens and like broilers and layers and stuff like that.
Right. And so it's those classes are designed in that way, right, to provide sort of a rounded education of all of the components that go into agriculture.
Mm-hmm.
And then FFA is kind of an offshoot of that, right?
Yeah.
It's an extracurricular, mostly after school thing.
Yeah. Yeah, mostly after school.
And do you guys have a meeting once every month?
Yeah.
And is that during the school day or is it after?
It's during the school day.
During the school day.
Yeah.
The reason for me that this is near and dear is that there's a lot of opportunities to do different things. So some of that is the ag classes themselves. You said you're learning to weld. Are you any good at welding?
I wouldn't say I'm bad at it, but I'm definitely not great.
Well, I would say that I am bad at it. One thing I learned in ag class is that I am absolutely terrible at welding.
I'm finishing my project tomorrow, so hopefully it looks good. I guess we'll find out if I'm good or bad.
Well, I hope it does.
I'll send you pictures.
It was probably in all the ag stuff that I did, it was probably the thing that I was the worst at.
Yeah. I'm
But
not bad, I just don't really like it.
yeah. But we learned about plumbing and we learned about
Oh yeah, we did that too.
You did plumbing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you said, we did wood shop projects, built stuff out of wood. We learned a lot of animal science stuff. I think we raised some rabbits. But the FFA part, the extracurricular part of it, there are all these opportunities to do contests, right? And you've started doing some of those contests.
Yeah.
What kind of contests do you know of that exist, and what are the ones that you're doing?
The main ones are like speaking contests, so you can do like written speeches, or you can do like that parliamentary procedure also goes in that, and that's what I'm doing right now. And there's also career development events. So there's spring and fall ones. I'm doing a spring one this year. I'm doing wildlife, and that's in a couple weeks. And then
And so, like, when we're talking about that and you doing wildlife and I'm talking about contests, basically, if I understand what you're doing and based on my recollection, we would basically study a topic like wildlife, and it might be wildlife tracks and bird identification and all kinds of things. And then you go and there's literally a day where you go to these contests and you basically take like a practical test to test your knowledge. Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Same thing's going on, right?
Yeah.
I did, it might surprise you, but I did wildlife too. Yeah. You know, and so that obviously based on the things that we like to do with hunting and fishing and being outside, wildlife was like really fun to me. You know, I was engaged in it and I kind of knew a little bit about it. And so that was like a really enjoyable thing to do. And then to basically go and be able to test your knowledge against other people, you know, that's the whole idea of the contest. There ends up being people that place. There's like a winner, right? And runners up and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned parliamentary procedure. What is parliamentary procedure? Can you describe that?
It's like how to run a meeting and like make it so that everyone has a say in like what motion you're passing or whatever.
Right. And do they still follow a very specific set of rules?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Robert's Rules of Order.
You learn about Robert's Rules of Order?
Yep.
Yeah. And a lot of high level meetings are still run by Robert's Rules of Order. So that's like a really kind of practical skill set to have. And like you're saying, you learn how to open a motion, right, and how to have debate about something, and all of the appropriate steps to go through to get from kind of an idea to an action through the meeting process, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what are the other kinds of public speaking contests?
I know they have junior and senior prepared speeches, and there's conservation is one of them. I don't know all the different categories. There's also
extemporaneous speaking.
That's a good word.
Do you remember what that one is?
Isn't it you get like a topic and you have to like write a speech about it in like a certain amount of time?
Yeah, it's basically where I don't remember the timeline anymore, and I never actually did it. I have a friend, Dan Kreider, who was really good at extemporaneous speaking. I did some of the prepared public stuff. I think I did some prepared speeches, and then I also did conservation speaking. And that to me was really important and really formative, because it's kind of hard to get up in front of people and talk, right?
Yeah.
It's not something that most people are comfortable with right out of the gate.
Yeah.
How do you like it?
I like Parley Pro, and I don't know. I'm not really a big public speaker. I've never done like a speech or anything. We did have to do a speech for like ag class a couple weeks ago, so I did that because I had to. But
how'd it go?
It was fine.
What'd you do it on?
I forget. Oh, I did about why hunting is good for the environment.
Oh, there you go. You know what that could be?
Conservation.
That could be a conservation speech.
Yeah. I had to fix it up. It wasn't very good.
Well, that's okay. I mean, it's public speaking, I think it's a creative venture, right? It's not the important parts of it aren't really academic. I mean, the important parts of it, I think, are creative. One, in terms of writing a good speech, and then also in terms of delivering a good speech. There's a guy named Ira Glass who's on National Public Radio. He's actually one of the first podcasters. And I saw him recently at an event that he did in person. And part of the theme of that event was that in any creative venture, you're going to be bad before you're good. Virtually nobody sits down at a piano and plays concertos. I mean, that's just not how it works. You have to be bad before you're going to be good. And what I loved about FFA and the public speaking in FFA was that you got a lot of opportunities to practice and try new things and then deliver it in a way. I mean, I think the contests can seem kind of intimidating, but at the same time, it's a little bit like, it's a little bit like soccer where there's a result, right? Somebody scores better, and wins, but you get to see kind of like how you did, and you get to see what the feedback from the judges is. And I think that can be really powerful in, helping you get better, just like coaching in soccer.
Yeah.
And it's important to me because it really gave me a voice and a lot of confidence, I think, by the end of the time that I was there. And you're only a sophomore, so you have a lot of time to try to take this stuff on. I was only a junior. I think I was only a junior when I started in FFA. So you're way, way, way ahead of me already. And for anybody that's listening that doesn't know, FFA is one of the largest youth organizations in the country, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many members?
No.
Over 1 million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And they have a huge national convention every year. Where's the convention now?
Indianapolis.
It used to be in Kansas City,
mm-hmm. Missouri,
when I was in FFA, but now it's in Indianapolis. And there's there's chapters like, almost everywhere. Most schools, I think, in this area, because we have a pretty strong agricultural history here, have FFA chapters, right?
Yeah.
Northern Lebanon still has one.
Yep.
You're in Cedar Crest.
Yep. Anvil, Palmyra. Oh, yeah.
Elko.
Yeah.
Anyway, but most school districts in our area have them. And one of the things that I found surprising about FFA when I was doing it is that there are also some really big chapters in the cities. I don't know if it's still there, but I think it was W.C. Cherry was a magnet school in Philadelphia, and that was one of the largest chapters in the country back then. I know where Caitlin grew up in Milwaukee, there's Vincent High School, and they have a huge FFA and ag program. They're a magnet school for agriculture, and they're in the city of Milwaukee. So, it's not just something that's limited to rural areas, but it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So I guess what I would encourage you to do, is like make the most of it and get out on a limb and try conservation speech. Why don't you should take that hunting speech and work it up as a conservation speech.
Maybe.
I'll help you if you want.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to talk about with FFA before we go?
I don't think so. I don't know. Did I tell you I put in an officer application?
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So you're going to run?
Yep.
For an officer position next year?
Yep.
What are you hoping for?
My first option was reporter,
Mm-hmm.
and then my second was parliamentarian.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had held a couple officer positions. Yeah, Dan Kreider was the president our senior year, and I was vice president.
Oh, cool.
And then we were both county officers, and Dan was a state officer.
Yeah.
Yep. And he got me on some committees when he was state officer. I can't remember which office he held, but he got me on some committees, so I actually had a year where at the state convention I got to help choose the next year's state officers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really a very enjoyable and productive time for me in school. I think I engaged more with FFA than anything else. And in fact, I'll tell this little story about how I became a fish biologist.
Oh, yeah.
So I was doing wildlife contests just like you're doing. I mean, I think there might have been some aquatic stuff too at some point that I worked on. And it was really through FFA that I came to understand that like wildlife biology was a profession, because when you went to contests, there would be judges, from the Game Commission or the Fish and Boat Commission there. And so it never like had really occurred to me that like, oh, you could make this your livelihood. And kind of, after engaging with FFA, I came to understand that. And then they held a career day at Penn State. So we went, probably in my junior year, we went to Penn State, which is 2 hours or something from here.
Yeah.
They bussed us up there. And there was a biologist from the Game Commission at that event. And, it was kind of like wander around, find somebody to talk to. Well, I thought, this would be the perfect person to talk to. And we sat down and he said, oh, what do you want to do? And I said, well, I think I either want to be a wildlife biologist or a fish biologist. And he said, well, wildlife biologists are usually really busy during hunting season. And I said, okay, I'll be a fish biologist then. And I never wavered from that.
Huh.
Yep. I went all the way from that day forward. I was just going to be a fish biologist. And that was like coming up on 30 years ago. And here we are, still doing it.
Do you like it?
I really do like it. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's been it's been a really rewarding way to make a career. I get to do things and work with really amazing people, and the projects that we work on, you can often see the result. You can either through better fishing for people or through conservation of native fish species. You can see what you did, and you can feel proud to kind of provide something to the public and to the fish.
Yeah.
So it's been an amazing career, amazing way to make a living, and I really think that I would not have done it without FFA.
Yeah.
So good for you. I'm glad you're in ag. I'm glad you're part of FFA. I'm proud that you're applying to be an officer. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Well, thanks so much for doing this, Kaley. This was fun. Okay, that was great. So much fun getting a chance to talk about something like FFA that's so near and dear to my heart. And I really appreciate Kaley spending the time to sit down and talk. I know it's probably kind of weird for somebody at her age to do this sort of stuff, but she's really been engaged, and I really appreciate that. Here the last full chapter, chapter 4 coming up. This is the conclusion of Poppy and Robert and their frogging adventure. All right, Robert, we're back. What are we going to talk about?
Frogging.
Frogging?
Yeah.
So, you guys went frogging.
Yeah.
Who?
Me and Poppy.
Say hi, Poppy.
Hi, Poppy.
He's a real funny guy, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can you tell us about your frogging trip this week?
We caught 7,
7?
and we ate them.
Were they 7 little frogs?
No. Some of them were big, some of them were a little smaller, but they were all pretty big.
So there were like a few medium ones, right?
Yeah.
But mostly they were pretty big, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so remind us, again, you and Poppy, remind us how you caught the frogs. Like, what did you do?
Poppy, you tell them.
I should tell him?
Yeah.
Well, we got a new fishing rod to try, which we thought we'd go with the old-style bamboo. And we hung about 4 feet of line off the end of that. And on the end of the line, we put it was actually a crappie magnet jig with a trout magic tail on it in green and black.
It's very technical.
Yes. And then Robert took the rod and he held the lure in front of the frog. And then
What would the frog do?
It would jump up and bite the lure, and then we had to wrestle it up with the rod.
Kind of was like wrestling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
oh, yeah,
Just
first
From a rod.
first you jerked so that you would hook him, right?
Yeah.
And
Just
then-
like a fish?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. And then what?
And then we would bring him up, and Poppy would hold them, and you would get the fishing lure out.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I would hold the line up in the air with the frog up in the air, and then grab his 2 legs and hold them together, and then you would help take the hook out, right?
Yeah.
And then what did we do with him?
We put him in the cooler.
Oh, yeah.
But why did I have to hold him? What happened that we forgot something?
What'd you forget?
A net.
Oh, you forgot the net.
You know we forgot the net.
I did know you guys forgot the net, but I wanted to hear you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I got to go out on my lunch break and meet you guys there, right?
So we did that all. That was like late morning, right?
Yeah.
And what did we do with all the frogs?
We fried them.
No, before we left there, where did we put the frogs?
We put them in the cooler.
Yeah, in your cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what else was in the cooler?
Ice.
Ice. Why'd we do that?
So they would stay cold and they
What would have happened if they wouldn't have been cold?
They would have been jumpy.
Yeah, and what were we afraid of?
Them jumping out.
Of the cooler. And we didn't have a net. We'd have had trouble
Yeah.
catching them then, right?
Yeah.
So, but we caught 7 frogs in the morning, right?
Yeah.
And then what did we do later in the day? We went back over to try it again, right?
Yeah.
To see if we could get more.
Yeah. But we didn't.
Well, we circled the pond a couple times.
Yeah.
Did we get any?
No.
Did we get close to getting any?
Yes.
Yeah. How many?
Close. 2.
Yeah, there were only really 2 big ones that we saw. And both of them, did you hook both of them? Did they take the lure?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we didn't hook them, did we?
No.
No. So did we learn anything about the best time maybe to go frogging?
Yes.
When do you think the best time to go frogging is?
Late morning.
Yeah. I think that's a good time this time of year, right?
Yeah.
Because what are frogs? Why would it be better in the morning maybe than in the afternoon?
Because it's a little more cold in the morning.
Mm-hmm. And frogs are?
Cold-blooded.
Right. So they're a little more active in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
But they're a little more jumpy there. They jumped away from you more. They were a little harder to catch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So then you got the frogs home. And then what did we do?
We had them in a cooler for a little.
Yep.
Then me and my little brother, Emmit, put one in a minnow bucket.
You guys did have one in a minnow bucket for a little while, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. And then what'd we do with them?
We cut them.
We cleaned them.
Yeah, we cleaned them.
Cut the legs off of them and
Yeah.
pulled the skin off, right?
Yeah.
And then do you remember what we did after that? You have a recipe to
Yeah.
make the frog legs. Do you remember how we do it?
Well, first we soaked them in the yogurt.
Yeah, so we did a little bit of unflavored Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, right?
Yeah.
And we put some lime juice and some salt and pepper in there. And then what?
We took them out and we fried them.
Just like fish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we rinsed off the yogurt, patted them dry with a paper towel, and then we put breading on them, just like we would with fish, and fried them up. And were they good?
Yeah.
Were they really good?
Yeah.
Delicious, right?
Yeah.
And who liked them that we were surprised that they liked them?
My little brother Emmit, because when I was first at the dinner table, Emmit, he was like, I don't like frog legs. And then my mom made him try some, and he was like, I like frog legs.
And then he ate them up, right?
Yeah.
That's good. So you and your brother both like fried frog legs?
Yes.
Yeah. And you taught Poppy something about catching frogs, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Poppy?
Yep, it was a good time.
It's a lot of fun. That was
a lot of fun.
Good activity.
We did have one really big one that broke the rod, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That was Dad's fault.
Did I pull too hard and put my hand on the wrong place in the rod?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bamboo has a lot of bend, but if you try to hold it in the middle and put it from 2 different angles, it tends to break, especially when you have kind of a cheap bamboo rod.
Right.
Walmart special. So.
But you guys got 7 frogs, and we had frog legs for dinner one night.
Yep.
That was a big success, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to go frogging again sometime?
Yeah.
Will you take Poppy frogging the next time he comes?
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
That was lots of fun. Thanks, Robert.
Bye.
All right. That's a wrap on the frogging. They were quite successful, and the frog legs were indeed very delicious. And we do have that recipe that we'll put up on the website. I couldn't make this episode without going back to the very first recording that I ever made. I had just set up the first microphone I bought, and Emmit came up and just wanted to start talking to me. If you've listened to the episode that we've titled Pilot, you've heard this before. But I just think that this is one of those moments that I'm so grateful to have, and one of the things that the podcast has given me. So here's one last little snippet from Emmit. What's your name?
Emmit.
How old are you, Emmit?
3.
How old?
3.
Emmit, do you like to go fishing?
Yeah.
You do? What's your favorite thing to fish for?
You know my favorite fish I like to fish?
What?
A catfish.
You like to fish for catfish?
Yeah.
That's great. Have you ever caught a catfish?
No.
Oh, but you like fishing for them?
Oh, of course I do.
All right, everybody. Thanks so much for listening to this week's podcast. As always, you can find all of our content at our website, www.outdoorruhls.com. Look us up on Instagram at Outdoor Ruhls. We've also got the Facebook page. And, we really do love hearing from you, and we really do so much appreciate your time in listening to these podcasts. We're going to keep making them, and we hope you keep listening. So we'll see you again next week. Thanks.
Hunting and fishing, the great outdoors, mixing history, laughter, love, and folklore, creating memories with family and friends. These are the trophies that matter in the end. Outdoor Ruhls.